The moment she hit post, I felt something inside me snap. Not loud or dramatic, just a quiet, clean break, like a thread finally giving way after holding too much weight. We were sitting side by side on the couch that night. The glow from her phone lit her face in soft gold. She was smiling, as her thumb hovered over the screen. I'd already said the words. Calmly, clearly. Post that photo and I'm gone. She laughed. Not nervously. Not because she misunderstood. But the kind of laugh people give when they don't take you seriously. Come on, Evan, she said, rolling her eyes. It's just a picture. It wasn't just a picture. It was a picture of her, my wife, the woman I thought I knew, sitting on some guy's lap at a beach party she hadn't even told me about until after. His hand was around her waist. Too low to be casual. Too familiar to be innocent. And she wanted to post it. I didn't yell. Didn't even stand up. I just watched the screen as she tapped the button, watched the progress bar fill, and felt every ounce of trust one had left drain out of me. Then I got up, went to the bedroom and started packing. Wait, are you seriously doing this? She called after me. Yeah, I said, my voice sounding strange even to myself. For real this time. It wasn't the first time we'd had this argument. Sam had changed over the last year. Or maybe she just stopped pretending. I used to love how confident she was, how she could light up a room without trying. But lately that same energy had turned into something else. Something showy, almost hungry. Every day she posted photos. The kind that made men comment fire emojis and half compliments that didn't sound like compliments at all. She said it was just for fun. Just likes. Just engagement. But every time I saw one I felt smaller. Like the man in her pictures wasn't me anymore. It started months ago, after she'd begun hanging out with her old college friends again. They were all in that influencer world, cocktails, perfect lighting, half-dressed selfies, hashtags about self-love that always seemed to mean look at me more. I remember the night I first said something. She'd posted a photo of herself in a tiny dress, captioned, "Wife life but make it hot." The comments were disgusting. I told her I didn't like it, that it made me uncomfortable. She laughed then too. Said I was insecure. Said I should be proud other men found her attractive. Maybe I was insecure. Maybe I was old-fashioned. But I wasn't stupid. There's a difference between confidence and craving attention. And that difference was tearing us apart. By the time I zipped the last suitcase, she'd stopped laughing. Her voice came from the doorway, softer now. You're really going to leave over a photo? I turned to face her. No, Sam. I'm leaving because of what the photo means. She crossed her arms, defensive. It means nothing. It was a joke. A stupid moment. He's just a friend. Friends don't hold each other like that. I cut in. And wives don't post pictures like that unless they're trying to prove something. Her eyes flickered. Prove what? That they don't care about their marriage anymore. We stood there in silence. The sound of her phone buzzing on the coffee table filled the air between us. I didn't have to look to know what it was. Notifications, comments, likes, validation flooding in. And just like that, I realized something I should have seen long ago. I wasn't her husband anymore. I was her audience. When I left that night, I didn't slam the door. I just closed it quietly behind me. The November air bit into my face as I walked to the car, my breath fogging in the dark. I didn't know where I was going, just away. Away from the apartment that smelled like her perfume and lies. I drove for hours, stopping at a cheap roadside motel 2 towns over. The kind of place with flickering lights and beds that creak if you breathe too hard. I sat there, staring at the ceiling, scrolling through her feed like a masochist. She'd already posted a story. A boomerang of her raising a glass captioned, "Cheers to knowing your worth, kiss mark." The comments were full of heart emojis. For 3 days I didn't call. Didn't text. She didn't either. I expected anger, maybe tears. But the silence cut deeper than either. On the 4th day I got a message. Not from her, from a friend of mine, Ryan. "Hey man. I'm sorry. You were right about Sam." He sent a screenshot. Her new post. It was her again at that same beach, same guy beside her. Only this time his hand wasn't just around her waist, it was on her thigh. And her caption? Sometimes losing someone means finding yourself. My hands went cold. Not from shock, but from the kind of finality that settles in when there's no point denying the truth anymore. She hadn't just betrayed me, She'd broadcasted it. A week later she called. I didn't pick up the first few times, but on the fifth try I did. "Evan," she said, her voice small. "Can we talk?" I didn't answer. "I didn't mean for it to go that far," she said. "He kissed me." I told him to stop. "Did you?" I asked quietly. She hesitated. That silence told me everything. "Evan, please," she said. "It just got out of control." I was angry. "You made me feel like I wasn't enough. Like you didn't see me anymore." I laughed bitterly. "So you needed the internet to see you instead?" "I made a mistake," she cried. "I can fix this. We can fix this." I closed my eyes, pressing the phone against my forehead. Part of me wanted to believe her, to go back, to pretend it was just a phase. But you can't unsee a betrayal once it's public. You can't rebuild trust when it's been turned into content. "Sam," I said finally, my voice breaking, "you already posted the ending. Everyone saw it but me." Then I hung up. It's been 6 months now. I moved into a small apartment downtown. Nothing fancy, just quiet. Peaceful. Sometimes I still see her posts. She's got a new following now. Talks about growth, healing, learning from heartbreak. Sometimes I want to comment to tell people what really happened. But I don't. Because that's who she is now, someone who turns pain into performance. And I won't play the supporting role anymore. I keep a single photo of us in a drawer. It's from before all this, before the filters, before the followers, before she needed strangers to tell her she mattered. In it, she's laughing at something I said, her hair tangled by the wind, eyes bright. I look at it sometimes, not to remember her, but to remember myself, the man who loved her honestly, before she traded intimacy for attention. The last message she ever sent me came on my birthday. "I still think about you sometimes. I hope you're happy." I didn't reply. Because happiness isn't what you find after betrayal. It's what you rebuild quietly, when no one's watching. And for the first time in years, I don't need a photo to prove I exist.